It's Nolan.
Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show.
Yeah, telling my priest to the choir, we just gonna reach for the sky. Gotta get paid for I meet my demise. Yeah, telling my priest to the choir, stand on my feet to the fire, give all the glory to God. Yeah. Telling my priest to the choir, we just gonna reach for the sky. Gotta get paid for I meet my demise. Yeah, telling my priest to the choir, stand on my feet to the fire, give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters, I'm silent, nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification, them numbers hit like it's a praxis. Cashed out at the ATM, and the ATL, they done made a gym. I've been kicking doors like the ATL, got them trying to clone me like Aegis. Game time, I invaded gym, high elevated, I could face the rim. Putting shots up, I got laser focus, about to take it over, I'm Invader Zim. On a trip to Florida like it's A&M. Who that nigga, man, they say I'm him. Spit the truth, never wasting film, I can fill a pool, we gon' make them swim. Nigga frontin' some money, I just got a bag. Even Knievel, I stealing my dad. Speak to your people before we hit your peephole and beam your burrito, nigga, that's a rap. I got to put my team up on the map. Army fatigue, I really got the scrap. Watch your demeanor for you take a nap. They call me Lupita, boy, I'm finna black. They been looking for me, but I'm here now. Everything I wanted, I've been getting. Separated from them fake niggas, never played a second, I'm a man. Had to struggle on the back road in a trailer park, I was living. Nowadays a nigga winning, only use a phone to talk business.
What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody is doing well out there on this Friday evening. In this video, we're going to be getting into Offset and Cardi B once again. Now, we know that they're going through a messy divorce. We know that Cardi B is now dating Stefon Diggs, and basically what's holding back the divorce is that Offset is not signing the papers, right? And basically, Cardi B has explained to us that he's not signing the divorce papers because he wants for Cardi to pay his taxes and to also give up, I think, the Atlanta property that they had together, right? Now, with that being said, we've had a couple of outbursts over the course of the last year or so from both Cardi B and Offset. Cardi B being most loud, right? Because she's been on spaces and stuff like that and going off on IG Live. Offset, on the other hand, has been a little bit more covert with his. He does tweets and deletes. He'll put an Instagram story up here and there that leaves within a few hours. Some DMs have leaked and stuff like that, but for the most part, you don't really hear him talking a lot about what they're going through, but he does take his slick digs, right? So he dropped a new album, a surprise album at 12 o'clock this morning. What's the name of this album? Haunted by Fame, okay? And on this Haunted by Fame album, surprise album, I guess you could say surprise album. I didn't know it was coming, but maybe some of y'all were aware of it. I think I saw something about it earlier yesterday with like a trailer. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess so. 2 albums in a year. No doubt. I didn't listen to the first one, but for anybody that enjoys the first and the new one, kudos, more power to you. So on the project, he has this song called No Sweat, all right? And this is the song where he takes shots at Cardi B and Stefon Diggs. Now, I listened to the song, and I gotta be honest, the song is a banger on its own. Outside of the Cardi B shots, it's a banger. The beat is hard. I mean, it's what you would expect from Offset. It's nothing spectacular. It's nothing to call home about. You're not going to really be tripping. But if you are used to the Offset Migos sound, it's a customary hard beat, you know, little swaggy flow and popping it. But you get to the middle of the song, and here he says these lyrics. He says, how the fuck you leave Jordan for Rodman? You a fool if you think that I'm hurt. You ain't happy, I know how it work. How you married and still giving birth. Get some help, bitch, you going berserk. All right. So it's very simple. He's voiced this opinion before that he feels like Cardi B left him for a knockoff version of him. I've seen people out there saying just the opposite, basically saying that Stefon is an upgrade, at least in terms of how they view him aesthetically. And some people are like, how the fuck did you go and get another nigga that got 1,000,000 kids to leave this nigga? I've seen it all, right? But in his eyes, he feels like he's Jordan. Stefon is Rodman, right? And if you know the dynamic of the Bulls with Jordan, he's the star. Rodman was a well-known role player, rebounder, active, defensive glue guy, right? But not the star. He was a star in his own right, though. He says, you a fool if you think that I'm hurt. Which I think if you're still rapping about it, clearly you're thinking about it. Clearly, you probably hurt. But he says, you a fool if you think that I'm hurt. I ain't sweating it. The song is No Sweat. No sweat. You ain't happy. I know how it works. So he's saying you're not happy with this new nigga. You out here acting like you're happy. You're putting on this front for the people. But for real, you ain't happy. You really wish you could be with a nigga like me. You want that get back. That's him saying it. That ain't me saying it. He says, how you married and still giving birth. Okay? Which comes down to the fact that, of course, Cardi B, she wants the divorce. She's already come out and clarified that they are legally separated. They are just waiting on his signature, which he is refusing to do. Okay? And while he's still waiting to see if Cardi B is going to pay off his debts and give him the property that he wants, he's gonna disparage her in his music, saying how you married and still giving birth, even though she's already given you the opportunity to no longer be married. Okay? And he says, get some help, bitch, you going berserk. He said, you crazy as fuck. Which, again, I just explained the circumstance, but he's putting it on her like she tripping. And I see a lot of people out there that use that narrative. Typically, it's the people that don't like Cardi B that use that. And hey, would I be eager to have a child fresh out of trying to get a divorce? No. But that ain't got shit to do with me. I ain't the pappy, I ain't the uncle, I'm not the babysitter. Okay? Now, interestingly enough, like I said, this came out of nowhere. Early this morning, I believe it was around 7 a.m., Cardi B got on Spaces. I'm actually going to spare y'all on the Spaces this time because it's not all that much to go over. She's just kind of rambling to the fans. But basically, she says in so many words that she told y'all on when Am I the Drama was about to drop that there was dark energy over her pregnancy. She felt like there was a lot of people that were wishing her bad, right? She felt like a lot of people were hoping the worst for her, whether that be bloggers, people in the industry, so-called ops. And she also said, you know, people that I used to deal with, right? Namely, her husband, ex-husband, however you want to slice that. So it sounded to me like she was kind of speaking to that. She didn't want to acknowledge the song outright because she didn't say anything about his lyrics. She didn't say anything about him specifically. She kind of danced around the subject and just kind of, you know, she's had a lot going on. She's received a lot of energy, you know, got pretty much dissed on this album. The whole situation with Bia, the situation with JT, the nasty situation between herself and Nicki Minaj that took place on Twitter where they took so many shots at each other that it delved into the children, which she's actually, you know, come out and said that she's not proud of herself. She's ashamed of the fact that they even did that. We haven't seen Nicki Minaj voice any remorse about that, really. She gave a fake ass apology, and if you don't believe it was a fake ass apology, that's on you. But yeah. So she was just basically saying, you know, I pray, I'm very prayed up, I'm protected, God got me, and everybody that tries to attack me, during my time of vulnerability, during my pregnancy, y'all will always see that you're going to go through some shit. You know what I'm saying? Karma's basically going to come back. It may not be today, may not be tomorrow, but at some point you're going to go through your own tribulations, and you're going to have to understand what the fuck that was about, right? And at first, I didn't even know that he had dissed her, because I mean, I knew the album was out, but I hadn't listened to the album. So it wasn't until later in the day that I started seeing the lyrics going around. You know, Genius posted about it. This blog posted about it. This person posted about it. And I'm like, oh man, this nigga's still talking about her on this project. Like, come on, man. And again, y'all know my stance. It's nothing new. Grown man dissing a woman, it's not my flavor. It's never my flavor. Now, if y'all have a disagreement and you address it, that's cool. Maybe a one and done. But after that, what are we doing? But getting on a song and dissing, and you know, I just don't see it. If you like that in your music, cool. Just ain't my vibe, right? But again, to give him some grace, or I won't even say grace, but just being fair, the song do bang. The beat bangs. You know what I mean? For the most part, the song is a standard Offset song. I've always told y'all I like Offset. He's my favorite out of the Migos. But I can't listen to his music the same based on shit that he has going on, the way he's been carrying himself. You know what I mean? And he's kind of taking on this villainous persona. You know what I mean? I'm not going down that road with you. Others will. Be my guest, right? So with all that being said, and I already ran down what the holdup is on this divorce, but as all of this is circulating, we get an update that Offset has been hit with even more tax liens from the IRS, which means he's probably going to want Cardi to pay off the additional that he now owes. So let's get into that, because Us Weekly just released this. So here it says, rapper Offset's tax debt grows to 7-figure sum amid Cardi B divorce, which I think it was already over $1 million, right? So it was already there, but it's deeper now. So they said Cardi B's estranged husband Offset was hit with a new 6-figure lien, bringing his unpaid tax bill to over $2.3 million. Us Weekly can exclusively report. $2.3 million. What the fuck? On October 15th, the Internal Revenue Service filed a federal tax lien against Offset, real name Kiari Cephas. The government agency accused the entertainer of owing $486,426.35 in taxes for year 2023, the year before he split from the Bodak Yellow rapper 33. Okay? So he's still delinquent on taxes. The bill comes months after the IRS filed a separate lien against Offset 33 on April 3rd, 2024. In that filing, the musician was accused of owing $1,575,266.73 for the year 2022. So he ain't paid taxes in 2 years. Okay? I would suspect he gonna get hit with another one next year for delinquent taxes for 24. On March 12th, the Georgia Department of Revenue filed a tax lien over an alleged $292,000 Offset owed for 2021. The agency said the original tax bill was $167,916, but the debt grew over time with interest. They added an additional $53,000, $40,000 in penalties $133,000 in collection fees, and he don't give a goddamn. The IRS and the Georgia Department of Revenue have not released the liens as of yet, according to official records. The total of the three liens comes to $2,353,692. Okay? As Us first reported, Offset is also attempting to fight a $232,000 judgment entered against him over an alleged assault at a Florida strip club. Damn. So you got another $200,000 on top of your taxes? You got a fucking assault judgment? Sheesh. Limzy Esquero and Humberto Crespo, who accused the former Migos member of attacking them at the club in January 2021, filed court docs in Georgia to start the process of collecting on the debt. Was that the Falcon Punch? Esquero and Crespo claimed they were at the strip club on the same night as Offset and his then wife Cardi. The suit claimed Cardi was sprayed with champagne by someone in the crowd. Esquero and Crespo claimed Offset walked into the crowd and attacked them after the incident. Well, you got what was coming to you. The alleged victims claimed the Bad and Bougie rapper struck them in their face, head, and body. The two claimed they needed medical attention and sustained permanent injuries. Oh yeah, y'all put that cap on, try to get some money. Offset regrets stepping out on Cardi B. Should have respected her, then turn around and disrespect her on your album. Ain't that some shit? In late 2024, a Miami judge granted the alleged victim's request for a default judgment. In April, Offset filed court docs asking the judgment to be thrown out due to him never being served with the legal docs. Okay. A hearing has been set for February 2026. So it's possible that this thing could be reversed, or he may still be out of an additional an additional $200,000. As Us previously reported, Cardi spoke out about her pending divorce from Offset on September 22nd during a chat on X. The only reason why I'm still married is because somebody wants me to pay for their taxes, she explicitly said. Y'all want to know the tea? The only way I can get out of my marriage is if I pay for somebody else's taxes, even though I pay for my own, and give them one of my properties. I'm fighting for that. I'm going to fight for that. This is not no love shit. Okay? She says, I'm not going to live my life because on a contract, I'm practically still married because somebody want to hold me hostage if I don't give them millions of dollars to get out of it. So that's what I'm going through in life. Y'all want me to remarry and stuff, to have another baby and stuff like that. I'm doing things now that makes me happy. I did it in the right way the first time. Cardi filed for divorce from Offset in July 2024 after 7 years of marriage. During a September interview with Gayle King, Cardi answered questions about Offset. She said, I just wish he was a better person, but it is what it is. Be a better person for your kids. Cardi and Offset share 3 children. Culture, Kiari Cephas, 7. Wave, Set, Cephas, 4. If I'm saying your last name wrong, I'm sorry, man. And Blossom Bell, 12 months. She announced on September 17th that she is expecting a 4th child, which marks her first with boyfriend and NFL star Stefon Diggs, a.k.a. Dennis Rodman, as Offset called him in the new song, No Sweat. Now, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I think him dropping this second album of the year, this is probably his attempt to try to get some extra cash to pay off his shit. You know what I mean? Because clearly Cardi B is not backing down. She's saying she's not coming out of her pocket to pay $2 million in taxes and give him a property or what have you. So this is probably his way of, I don't know, depending on how his relationship is with the label, if they're actually going to count this against his release commitment, or if they're going to treat it as a mixtape. Because if it's treated as a mixtape, then it could get a little tricky. But hopefully for his sake, it's an official album. Hopefully he got a check for it, or maybe he has some ownership in it to where he can actually share in the profits. We'll see. But it seems to me if you're gonna drop 2 albums in 1 year, you trying to do something. Probably go back out on tour to try to get his bread up. That's how it sounds to me. Cause sounds like you thought you was gonna back her in a corner, and she started pulling them Chun-Li's out, and you like, man, let me go figure out how to get this shit my goddamn self, man. Let me go do what I do best, man. Get in the motherfucking booth, put out another project. Especially if you dissing her on it. What the fuck you think she finna do? Pay your shit. Come on, man. But that's what we have here. Okay? Let me know what y'all think of all of this. Let me know what y'all think of the album if you've heard it. Let me know what you think of the song No Sweat if you've heard it. Let me know what you think of this man coming out and taking additional shots on this new album in order to get additional press, because there wasn't much promotion coming into it to begin with. Let me know what you think of these additional taxes that have been tacked on to his name. All right? Be sure to like and share the video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Become an insider. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
Yeah, family over fame in this bitch, yeah. The glory of living righteous is setting in. My street knowledge and education's a perfect blend. Young mogul, independent, I've been setting trends. The first one from my family to be faithfully wed. Fuck niggas and the horses that they riding on. I see this shit from all angles like a polygon. I'm never politicking, the drama be piling on. Father and great son acknowledged like I'm Bobby Bonds. Conversation with my lady about the paper route. 5 sit bank accounts, every day I make it count. They down talking my commentary for hating now. Well, I can take it cause I'm bodying your favorite now, please. I can do this shit in my sleep. I been writing for these niggas, y'all read it and weep. I been fighting these niggas if you speak on the street. I turn your birthday party into New Year's Eve. Don't let me take it there. We ain't playing fair. This the ATL, Southside nigga moving furniture like Wayfair. Life on hold, no insurance for your healthcare. Lifeline gone, so you wanna be a millionaire? Well, let me tell you about this world I built. The women I dodged, the niggas that I read for filth. The sympathy calls, consulting for the stacks I built. I had